Yeah, we're living in our own house now. We're able to save up for that deposit and we're able to buy it and buy our own house within 3 years, which is amazing because it's a big feat that we're able to conquer. When we came to this country at first, we decided that we're not going to live in the rented apartment for years and years. We're going to try and save up and buy our own house. And we're able to do that. And yeah, it's been good. It's amazing.
Can you please tell us your name?
My name is Blessing Henry Obot. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I like to say I'm a mom and a wife before any other thing because I think being a mom and a wife is my calling than before my profession and every other thing. So yeah, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and a nurse, and I also like to educate people on finances. And yeah.
Let's talk about
Yes.
the wins, the successes that you have recorded just because you relocated to the UK.
It's a lot of successes. So you can afford to buy what you want. You know how in Nigeria is people that are earning big money that can afford to buy big TV. You can afford to buy big fridge and all of that because you're earning good money. But here, like the average person with your salary, you can get what you want, like furnish your house in a very, very good way. That's just to say the list. I'm going to start from the list because that's like the list of all the things. In Nigeria, there are a lot of nurses that you will be at that ground level for years and years, and when you're applying for promotion, nobody's giving you, or you don't even have that zeal to apply for promotion. You're just there. You will see people that are working as a nurse for 10 years, they're still stuck in that same level. It's hardly the case in the UK professionally. Sometimes when you're in the same post for so long, they tell you, won't you apply for this post? They come and ask you, won't you apply for this? Won't you want to move higher than this? It's only when you decide to be stagnant that you're stagnant in this country. If you decide to better yourself, to do more courses, and to upgrade yourself, you will definitely grow. We're living in our own house now. We're able to save up for that deposit and we're able to buy it and buy our own house within 3 years, which is amazing because it's a big feat that we're able to conquer. When we came to this country at first, we decided that we're not going to live in the rented apartment for years and years. We're going to try and save up and buy our own house. And we're able to do that. And yeah, it's been good. It's amazing.
How easy is it to get a house? Because that seems to be like a major target for most immigrants.
Yes, that's true. It's a very straightforward procedure, to be honest. But I think a lot of times we just feel like it's something that you have to have stayed there for 5 years. When I came after they said you have to stay here for 5 years before you can get the house, you have to do a lot of things. But it's not, it's only very straightforward. And how we even knew that we could get a house was when we came, that was still the Pakistani family. They opened our eyes to a lot of things that we can do. The lady that had that house that we're living with, she had about 5 other houses. And her husband used to own those off-license shops. And that had we were able to buy 5 houses. And then she told us, just do what you can and get on the ladder. Buy one property. And the steps are really easy. You save up your deposit. I think the first step is you look at where you want to stay. Where do you want to stay? When we used to live in Camberley, Camberley was quite expensive. And to get a 2-bedroom house there would be like £350,000. And then we knew that you have to save up 10% for that money. And saving up for that money, you can save up for that 10%, maybe like 2 years, 3 years. You can save up for that £35,000. But with your salary and your partner's salary combined, be able for the bank to give you 215,000 as a mortgage. So we looked at it, we compared our salaries together. Then I was just a band. If I remember, I was just doing agency shifts. And then we compared it together. We spoke to a mortgage broker, and the mortgage broker said, no, with your salaries combined, you cannot afford to get 315,000 as a mortgage from the bank. Even if you save up that 15,000, that's 10%, it still will not be enough to get what you're looking for. So we said, okay, let's go to a cheaper area. And then we came a little bit further down to where we are now, and we could be able to save up that 10% and still be able to get the bank to afford the other part of the money for the mortgage. I think in our own case, we even saved up to 15%. The main thing that you should do when you're going to get a house is to save up that money, and that's where the problem is. Saving up that money is a lot of consistency and a lot of discipline. A lot of things that you would definitely want to use your money to do, but you cannot do it at that time because you have a goal you're trying to achieve. And that's the main thing in the process. The main process is saving up the money. And if you can save up the money, then the ability and a lot of other things, they will just fall into place.
Thank you for the lessons.
You're welcome. It's what I do. I like to tell people how to buy their houses because I'm a living testimony of it.
I have seen on your social media pages.
Yes.
And I also saw on your social media pages your peculiar stance on certain topics. So we'll discuss just two of those.
Okay.
Share your opinion on black tax.
You see, my family people, they know me that they cannot come and ask me for money. Minus being second to last born. So nobody's going to ask me for money anyways because I'm really giving money to my younger brother. My brother, they are doing well on their own. So I'm not giving anybody money. Apart from my parents as well. Black tax is so annoying because you always end up being the fool. And you always end up being the one that you have so much, but you cannot give. Oh, these UK people, they don't like to give money. You give them your all and all, and then they'll tell you, you've been abroad for 20 years, never feel build house. Meanwhile, you'll be sending them all your money. One of the reason why we bought our house was we stopped sending money home. We told some of our family members, not even our parents, we told our parents as well, this 1 year, we're not sending any money to anybody. Right now, this is what we're trying to achieve. And we have very understanding parents. I have very understanding parents because of basically my parents. And they said, yeah, that's fine. Focus on yourself and don't do any of those things. Focus on what you want to do. But there are still family members that will not even want to listen to what you have to say. They will still keep on coming with one cock and bull story or the other. You are here suffering and entering cold, sun, rain, winter, summer, spring, everything to work. Only can you want to go and be eating Nishewu and drinking Gouda after telling you cock and bull stories. So no, I feel like you can give, but have a plan. What we do now is we have a budget for giving money. So we cannot just be giving people money anyhow because we have definitely heard a lot of shady stories that you have to find out later that people are taking you for a fool. I don't mind giving people money. I'm a very generous person in my own right. But it has to fall within our budget. So if you come at the right time and you say, oh, I'm sorry, I need my daughter's school fees of 100,000 naira, blah, blah, blah. If it's genuine, it's fine. And things like that as well. We don't even pay the money to you. We will ask you for the school account number. Because you don't want to give for a fool. You don't have money that you want to waste. Yeah, if you're trying to do good with your money, you have to do it to go to the right source so you can get the right blessings from what you're giving your money for. My own stance on black taxes, have a budget. I have friends that they've not been able to save any money because any money that they make, they send it back home. You're sending everything that you're making here back home. My brother needs this, my uncle needs that, my auntie needs that. What about you? I tell my first child, prioritize yourself. I tell myself, I prioritize yourself. If me, I spend money to somebody, if I send you £50, I will spend £70 on myself the next day. Because I don't want to spend my money on people that are me that are working in the morning. The horse is dying and other people are enjoying. No.
Blessing, thank you very much for sharing your experience with us and your knowledge. I actually enjoyed this conversation with you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.